got me into the...
That's
Hi, hi, I'm Brand, and I love Hallmark mom movies.
I'm Brian, and I like Hallmark mom movies. Dan?
I'm Dan. I despise Hallmark mom movies, and this is the
Deck the Hallmark podcast. Deck the Hallmark, it's his podcast.
Happy holidays.
Brandon and friends host this podcast. We hope you like this jolly podcast.
Well, hello, everybody.
Did
Happy
you catch yourself
Tuesday.
from saying I'm Brandon, I love Dream Moms? I think that's what happened there if we listen
Well,
back.
yeah, because that's the name of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you were just going to go straight to the movie.
Yeah, because this isn't a season. This is its own thing.
Yeah.
I love
That's how
mom
we do
movies.
every Tuesday.
Well, no, some of them are seasonal movies, like spring movies.
Yeah.
This didn't have a thing, so I had to come up with the thing. This is a mom movie. Happy Mother's Day late.
Yeah.
To all moms out there.
Finally,
Guys,
somebody-
who's your top 5 favorite moms?
Yours.
Your mom.
Definitely on the list.
Yeah.
Your mom.
absolutely.
Your mom. Your mom.
Yours.
My mom.
Yes.
Love
They
them all. And then the mom, Boy Meets World, Betsy Randall.
Betsy Randall.
Shout out to Betsy Randall. Hi,
Year,
everybody.
Wonder
Welcome to
Year.
Deck the Hallmark. Hopefully you're watching on philo.tv/DTH. So much fun stuff on Philo. And Dan and I are going to give you even more fun stuff
That's
to watch
true.
on Philo with a new show that we're launching called the Philo Deep Dive, where Dan and I do a deep dive into shows that are on Philo that we've never seen before.
That's right. And it's exclusive.
It's
not
exclusive,
even
only
the
on
Ramble Jam
Philo.
Plus folks get it.
No.
It is just on Philo,
It's
the
just
Philo
on
Deep
Philo.
Dive. That's right.
And
Yes.
I'm very excited about this because I like watching like reality shows
Yeah.
and like oftentimes I see a show and I'm like, I should give that a shot. Now I have an
Now
excuse to, which
you
I'm very
gotta.
excited about. And maybe you've been thinking, should I watch MILF Manor on TLC?
You shouldn't.
Well,
Stop.
Brand says you should. I say you shouldn't.
I'm just saying.
Very few things do I think you are morally obligated to not watch, and I think MILF Manor is one of those.
Wow, goodness gracious! It is. We're launching this sucker a week from today on the 23rd. So if you don't already have a Philo membership, philo.tv/DTH.
Now's the time.
You can watch this show exclusively on Philo, but then you can also watch that show and hear us talk about other things other than Hallmark or Up or Lifetime. It's going to be a lot of fun. Speaking of Up,
Yeah,
we're heading over
it's
to Up
coming,
TV
man.
later this week, which I'm very excited about. Our friend Jax is coming back. People have missed Jax so much since we got all caught up on When Calls to Heart. So it's great to have Jax coming back this week. Very excited about that. Brian, I understand that you bought 22 lemons this week on a dare. Can you give us an update on that?
it was a dirty move, actually. It was Panda's fault.
Yes.
If we want to, I don't want to.
If we wanna be honest about it?
Yeah, if we want to be honest, put names to
So
faces
somebody
here.
dared you to buy 22
22 lemons and you had to eat half of them.
Well, first it was 11 lemons,
Right.
And then I said you double dare
Oh,
me,
he double dared you.
and he said double dare you. So I picked up 11. He goes, "What are you doing?"
That's not what a double dare.
No,
yeah, well,
that's
that's
not what-
That's how
you
I
let
understood
Panda
it,
talk
but-
you
So
into
you
that.
mean to tell me that
Yeah.
when someone double dares you, they dare you to do double
the
thing
amount
that
of
the
what you-
original dare was?
According
It
to
does
Panda-
sound like something Panda would,
According to
would
Panda-
Well,
believe.
a triple dog dare then.
He
Triple
told
it.
me I don't want to
Plus
go
a
there.
dog?
Plus a dog.
Really, he hand you a puppy.
Yeah, you got to hold a
or
dog.
a hot
while
dog, but
do
you
it.
have enough hot dogs for the whole.
Plenty of hot dogs
yeah,
for that. I
plenty
could
of dogs
definitely
for the
support
table,
the dog.
no
It wouldn't
doubt
be a
about it.
problem for the table. Yeah, so I'm just walking. I got to do it. I'm
Have you eaten
committed.
half of them?
Not even close.
You gotta
Not
eat
even
half of
close.
them.
This is a problem. It's a problem.
What are you gonna do with the other half?
Well, I was gonna put them in a blender, and I was gonna let them sit in the blender.
Okay.
You don't turn it on. That's the secret about lemons. You don't use them right away. You let them get.
You put them
real
right in a
dark.
blender, but don't blend
That's
them.
right. You let them
It's
sit
weird.
there. Till they get the color of like banana bread bananas. When you're like, oh, I'll just use those for banana bread.
Right.
That's what you do with the lemons.
What do you make bread out of them?
The bananas?
The lemons.
I don't. You could.
Okay.
I don't.
Speaking of lemons, Aaron's gonna be like, "Do you have any other stories from the weekend?" I watched a lot of Shark Tank this weekend, and on Shark Tank there was a. What's you like this story?
Yeah, you can tell the story as many times as you want. It's fascinating.
Thank you.
Wow.
Someone
Permission
brought
granted.
in
As many times as you want. That's bold, Aaron.
Do we get to
This
say
may be
that?
the best story I've ever heard. Are you kidding me?
As many
Tell it
times as I
many
want?
times as you want?
That's kind of
Yeah,
crazy.
that's a weird way to. give
That's
it
kind of
consent.
crazy.
No.
Well, it's not like I'm a basketball coach. So these two guys brought in this miracle berry. It's nature's miracle berry. And you eat a berry, and for 45 minutes, it makes everything that you eat sweet.
Wow.
So you eat a lemon, it
Yep.
tastes like a sweet orange. You eat green juice, it tastes
Sounds like
sweet.
it's just gonna wreck your taste buds.
What it sounds like, what the reason why one of the guys started this is he took this berry and he was like, I can eat anything. And so he decided, he was like he was a really big boy.
Yeah,
and he
sure.
started popping a berry, and then he would only eat healthy
Healthy
food,
stuff,
yeah.
and it would be sweet. So it's like he's getting his sugar
You
kick.
mean to tell me you eat a? This is free publicity at this point.
Absolutely.
You eat a berry,
Yeah.
and you just start going to town on some spinach, and it tastes like
Kale.
cotton candy.
If there's anybody out there that's tried it, I'm very
Send
tempted
it to
to try
us.
this.
We'll try it.
I want to hear from people if they've tried this before. But that was something that
It's
I
a
saw.
berry from nature, or
It's
did
a-
they manufacture this?
No, it's a real berry.
Wow. Okay.
It's a real berry.
Did they get a deal?
What's the name of the berry, and
They
why have we
did get a
never
berry.
heard of it?
It's a miracle
Miracle berry?
The miracle berry. Hi, my name's Barry.
I'm Barry.
They call me Miracle
you
Berry.
guys call this Barry here.
This doesn't look real. This doesn't look like a
So
real.
the one is on the fourth.
Miracle
On,
Fruities.
on the fourth one over
Fruities
is the
spelled
one
with
that
2 O's.
Nature's Wild Berry is the
Wow.
the Shark Tank. Usually ships to 4 to 5 weeks, so I think they've had a little bit of
Yeah,
a
a pop.
So
Well, they
want
gotta
to
go
get
pick
it.
'em,
Want
right?
to get a whole month.
Yeah,
So
I don't believe that
50
this is
berries
natural
for
at all.
$25. So it's a $2 a berry.
And it also is got just 4 stars out of 5, so probably not great.
Sure.
$2.25.
Hey, buddy,
60.
it's 50
So
cents.
it's 50 cents a berry.
Yeah.
If you guys think about that.
Hey,
If
it just
you
went on
think
sale.
about it that
It's now
way.
50
It's
cents
50
a berry.
cents a berry because we've been talking about it. No promo code necessary. But try deck and just kind of see what
see what
happens.
See where you end up.
I don't know. I because you guys know how much I hate
Yeah.
healthy food.
You do.
Oh yeah,
And
me
like
too.
if I could pop in a berry and like eat green beans and peas and stuff and it tasted
I don't
sweet.
think this is gonna
is it
work out.
is it candy peas?
Candy peas.
Candy peas?
Got some more candy peas?
Yeah, you get it. You guys
So,
see anything? So
no.
the lemons sit in the blender. They just sit
They
in
don't-
there. Is what you're
For
saying.
weeks.
Weeks at a
really.
time.
Which is a bummer because you can't use your
You
blender.
can't use your blender
the whole
but
time.
That's the only place you can put them.
That's it. Where are you going to hold them?
And then once they get dark, you make lemon bread.
You didn't actually explain what you do with
Right,
them once
right,
they get
that's
dark.
right.
Do you eat them at that point?
Yeah, well, you do. You take them out of the blender. You free up your blender. You blend everything you've been holding off on. You put, those hand squeeze juice things?
No.
You put. You don't know about these?
Not with those words
What?
together.
Hand, squeeze, juice.
You
things.
cut the lemon in half. You put it in. You squeeze with your hand, and all
Got
the
it.
juice
Let's talk
comes
about
out.
Dream Moms. Originally aired on on May 13th. Dream Moms. Dream Moms. Dream Moms. On Mother's Day Eve, the eve of Mother's Day.
Yep.
And it went a little something like this. It's New York City. It's 2002. I'm trying to paint a word picture in your mind. Do you guys know what New York
Yeah,
City
you
looks like
hand
right now?
press
Yeah.
with your hands.
You know what it looks like right now?
Yep.
Yeah, I think
Think
so.
about it.
21 years
Go
ago.
back.
Think about it, 2002.
12 years. Yep.
Well done, Bri.
That's quite a callback.
Well
Brian.
done. Danielle shows up for an audition, and she sings what I can only qualify as a bop. Claire dances a dance. They both don't get the gig. Fast forward to present day. Claire's a single mom doing the best she can. Danielle's a loving wife and mom willing to do anything she can to help Mark, her husband, who is up for partner. And Danielle offers to make his boss some prime rib.
I'm gonna make the ball.
She makes a dynamite prime rib.
dynamite
man.
prime
Dynamite.
rib. Dynamite.
Claire stumbles into a dance studio one day and decides to get her groove back by going there to sign up for dance time with RJ. Danielle's brother, RJ, owns the studio, and her daughter is there dancing without her permission. She gets a text from RJ saying, hey, your daughter's here. So she shows up. She gets into a weird one-sided dance battle with Claire. RJ sees this happening and gets an idea. You guys should try out for a TV competition.
Take two.
Called Take Two. Now, Take Two is a show where maybe you've given up on your dream and you want a second chance.
I think
maybe
it means you have to have 2 people involved. I don't think it is.
Is that true? What? Sorry,
It's
go
all
ahead.
duos.
Wow, I didn't even realize that.
It's all duos.
It's all duos. It
Brandon.
has nothing to do with getting a second chance.
Wow.
at all.
He feels it as their second chance. which
Okay.
he says
But
gets it
yeah,
shown.
yeah.
Brian, you got what I got, though.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Amazing. That blows my
It's
mind.
like you guys weren't listening.
Is it possible?
At all?
Yeah. As if you've heard all of everything from everything.
Yeah.
everywhere.
You got it. All at once.
Is it possible that it's a both and?
Yes, I think so.
No, it is
Why
not a both and. Did you see the other 2 finalists?
No.
Neither one were second chance situation.
Really?
They were younger.
Maybe they peaked early.
Maybe they peaked
You know?
early. Maybe
Maybe
little
they peaked
Doogie
early.
Howser's over there.
They were little Doogie Howsers.
Little Doogies.
Back for
It's-
take 2.
It's a stage full of Doogies.
I did see them live. And they were so good.
Amazing.
Oh my
The
god.
Miracle Berry. So they try out. They make it to the final. Now, so this is a TV competition where you try out and you immediately make it to the finals on May 27th. Keep that date in the back of your old noggin, everybody.
Got it.
I'm actually going to tell you about it right now. Danielle realizes that that's the same day as her daughter's recital. So she just kind of ignores that fact and just says, you know what, let's keep practicing. Their families start hanging out. The kids start hanging out. You know, he's the boy's making the move, showing
Making the move.
showing Danielle's daughter a gazebo.
Showing gazebos.
Thank you, Dano.
Thank you, Brand.
And so they come over for dinner, and they're being filmed this whole time. There's a film crew that's just kind of always hanging around. Speaking of hanging around, there's also a guy who's always hanging around Claire's house. I believe he lives on her stoop.
You mean
We'll call
Stoop
him
Boy.
call him Stoop Kid. Stoop Kid's gonna leave his stoop. They're being filmed, and they're just falling around all the time. And there's a special that's going to be shown on the television that's kind of leading up to the final. Here's what all the finalists are doing to get ready for the finals. And it makes them not look great. And Danielle's like, I can't deal with this. This doesn't make me look good. I don't think I can do this. And also, you should know, Claire, that this is on the same day as my daughter's recital, so I don't think I'm going to be able to do it anymore. And she's like, what you would have told me sooner. No. Guys, I wish I knew that. Danielle, so Claire decides she's going to just kind of try to do this whole thing solo. Danielle has a change of heart and tells her husband that she wants to show her daughter what it looks like to not give up on your dreams, that you can be both a great mom and still compete and follow your dreams. You can do both those things.
You can have it all.
I want it all. So she shows up just in time for the competition. They perform and they lose. But
There's a dance scout.
well, hold on. This is a big deal. Winning or losing, really, for Danielle, it was more about like, do I still got it? But for Claire, Claire's son just got into Walford.
Wow, the Walford.
The Walford.
University?
No, just high school, I think. Walford academic prep to the time. And she wasn't able to get the foreman for scholarship. So the winning was going to help pay for school. How's she going to do it? Good news. Good news, everybody. We got a letter and he's getting the scholarship. And Danielle's husband and daughter show up, and they made it in time to see her performance, which is also great. Also, RJ brings in a guy who we know, we love him.
Yeah.
He has quite the history and
Yeah.
says, hey, I love your routine. I want to talk about your routine and like furthering that routine. And Claire and Danielle love it. They hug each other and we cheer on the Dream Moms. And that, my friend, was Dream Moms.
We did it.
Shout out to Betsy Randall. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come right back. We're going to talk about Dream Moms here on Deck the Hallmark.
Take the Hallmark. Sorry, guys.
Hello, everybody.
boy.
Any update on Miracle Berries and if anybody's tried them in the chat, Aaron?
No one has tried them in the chat.
Okay.
But I feel like somebody in my life has tried them because I knew about this when you told me about it.
And you still said he could tell the story as many times.
Brand, tell that story again.
So I was watching a lot of Shark
Times
Tank.
you
I was
want.
watching a lot of
I
Shark
stand
Tank.
by it.
Thank you.
I
Thank
kind
you.
of hear about Dan Smoker a lot.
Yeah.
So berries all the way.
Berries all the way.
As many
Berries
times.
all the way. Let's talk
We
about
did
this
put
movie.
a poll up before we started this
Yes.
episode, and if you were
forgot
a Ramble
about
Jam Plus member,
We're not even going to
you
talk
could
about the poll.
partake in the poll and hear the results
It
in between the
is-
shows we're recording.
Wow, this is a
Wow,
close
that
one.
Man,
is
it's
really
really
landslide.
close. Boy.
Is
This
that
is
considered a
close.
landslide?
No, it's tough. That's
Oh,
close.
no, I think it's still anybody's game here.
know.
Guys, let's do this. Let's talk about this movie. Let's start with a hot take, if you guys don't mind. I think
Yep.
we should start there. I think it's only fair to the dream moms out there, dream moms everywhere. Brian, what'd you think about this movie? Give us your hot take, pal.
Yeah, my weekend was great, Bran. So Mark had it made up until this movie started, huh?
Yeah?
Holy cow. The guy just living. Mark, the husband, who
Danielle's
just,
husband.
just
Yeah,
worked
I got it,
all
I
the
got it,
time.
I got it, I got it, I got it.
And so
Yeah.
this was, I'm sure it'll come, Dan will probably explain it in really great detail. The first movie, right, under this new initiative.
Make Her
Ashley
Mark,
won, right,
yes.
the Make Her Mark.
Correct.
Get more
Make Her Mark.
females involved in film production. I didn't notice a drop off in quality with more females involved. Did you? So I think we're off to a great start. Right?
That sentence was
Hey,
tenuous.
Aaron, how we doing? Are we still on? Hey, Aaron, are we still on?
Did we lose all of our listeners?
Just a couple?
I have shut it down.
That was easy.
I didn't notice a drop
I didn't know
that
not
a
single
concern?
bit.
with all these women involved.
Was
I
that a
believe.
concern for you?
Not at all. It's
Okay.
just an observation. I
Oh
know it
my
was the first of the
gosh.
initiative. I'm like, I don't understand what the hubbub is against
Rest
it.
in peace.
I think
Brian,
Was there hubbub
obviously.
against it?
I don't think so. I hope not, because
Did
there's no
anybody
reason
think there
for
was
it.
going to be a qualitative drop?
Maybe I'm sure some people did. Not a lot. Maybe there were some people.
Not you, for
Not-
sure.
Absolutely not. I'm just aware that it was the first in the initial. Viper he's drifting away. But over like,
HR says
oh, Harry has something to say.
I'm gonna be down here the rest
you
of the
hang-
I'm gonna
you
be
hang
down here
down
the
there
rest
on
of
the
the
ground.
show. There's no point. It's just
He should have started this with no offense instead
no
of that
offense instead of
one about where there's no offense about losing a job.
Some people had a rough year, the layoffs and whatnot. So I think this movie overall, I thought was like middle of the road for me. I was okay with it. I didn't think it was, what I did like a lot was when it started, the bouncing back and forth between the storylines. I don't know, it felt a little different. New York City, like we jump back in time, like Brand mentioned, 12 years ago or so, give or take. And it felt nice how they sort of did a good job, like showing the two different worlds that were going on. I felt like it felt a little different. I don't know. It felt kind of cool. So I like that part of it. That was the way we started, and it sort of kept going. You see how I'm wondering how these worlds going to come together. We found out. Obviously, we got to the dance studio and saw that. I really did dig the music. That was something that Tamara said to you that you
Yeah.
would like. And throughout the movie, I did notice. I liked the music a lot. I thought they
You
made
noticed
some.
that?
I did notice it.
even a woman singing. You like that?
Can
Huh?
you-
unbelievable.
Isn't that unbelievable?
Man, that was
it was
incredible.
great. I thought that was really cool. There was some, and it felt like there was like old time music, current music. It was pretty wide spectrum of styles.
Old time.
Old time music.
Yeah, there was some old time. I don't know. It was like oldies vibe music. You know.
Oldies vibe.
Yeah.
Oldie vibe.
Yeah.
What else we got?
Stage full of Dougies.
There were some things I was a little that kind of
Dougies,
confused
sorry,
me.
not Dougies.
Thank you.
Dougies.
Thanks for-
Stage full of Dougies, different like concert altogether.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, go ahead.
We don't have to get into
Yeah,
that.
no,
one
we don't
right
have
now.
to.
I did. I hate to do this.
Oh,
there
you hate to do
was
this.
This part I feel bad.
There's something else.
There's, like I kind of harp on like I want more practice
Yeah.
type of stuff. In this movie, I feel like you guys might be with me because I feel like there was a big shift in the way that they did their performance. It went from sort of like one singing, one dancing to
That's
like
right.
a blended performance.
Correct.
And we didn't hear any of those conversations. Like I wish we were kind of in the room when they were practicing and they were like, "Hey, why don't we try to you do this, I do that." So I kind of wanted to see the
And
development.
less of them doing the other dance 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
them
yeah,
working it
yeah.
out a little
Yeah,
bit
yeah,
in the
of
room.
course.
So the practice in this,
Yeah.
I feel like it would have been really cool to see some of the practice. So yeah, kind of middle of the road for me. Not offensive. There were some things that I really, really liked. I wasn't bummed out. I wasn't disappointed. There were some cool parts to it, and so yeah, it was a decent time for me.
But I just want to be clear. You did not notice a drop in quality. with
I
all
didn't,
of the
and I don't
women
think
involved.
anybody else did either. So
Great.
I think this
Good.
initiative, they should keep it up. Do a few more. At
God.
least.
So give them 2 more is what you're
A
saying.
Give
couple
the
few,
women
maybe
2
more.
more.
Man.
Hey, double dog dare them too. How about that?
Make it 4.
Man.
Did I get that right? Did I get it right
Or
on
6,
how
yeah.
double dares work?
Yeah,
This
I
is
think
as
that's-
bad as when Panda said he was against the female kicker for the football team. Do you remember this? Because he had to stand by it, and I gave him several opportunities, and he was like,
Oh,
nope, stand by it.
all right.
And we just can't find a good third chair around here. Nothing we can do.
Yeah.
So this movie, huge drop of quality. I can't. I like this movie just fine. There was like some weird elements to it that was hard to get over. I didn't know how I felt about a duo where one person sings and one person dances before
On a stool.
before
On and around a stool.
before this movie. One, because I didn't know anyone would try it. But two, now I know I don't like it. Now I know that it makes me feel weird when they're just it felt like the two of them were doing their own thing entirely. There was no cohesive unit to the singing and the dance on the stool. And yet they still made it to the finals. And I was shocked. I was as shocked as anyone was. Not because like the song was really, Tamara was wonderful at singing. That was my biggest takeaway here is I really enjoyed
can sing.
her singing and the songs. I just felt like the duo was really, really weird. And like they didn't want us to think it was weird. They were like, let's just power through. Maybe no one will notice that what's happening on stage is really freaking weird.
It's weird.
This is a weird duo. There was no talk of that. There was no like, hey, this could be a little unsettling to watch. No, none of that. It was, they're going to the finals. More of this. It was better. The finale was better when they were both singing. I believe there was a conversation about it, but yeah, you don't see a lot of practice. You see a lot of practice on the front end, not on the back end. It was better. Who would have thought that having a duo sing and dance together instead of doing those two things separately would make for a better performance? It was all just kind of the performance part was weird to me.
The next time we do karaoke,
Yeah.
Bramblefest or otherwise,
I just want
one of
someone
us
to just
sings,
dance.
the other one dances.
The other one
Interpretive dance
dances.
movement.
That's right.
And bring your own stool.
That's right.
right.
For goodness sakes.
Yeah. Aside from that, I really enjoyed the movie. I thought the performances were fine, and I liked the two leads, and I liked that it was different. It was not about the romance. It was about these like truly two moms that are trying to rekindle their love of the arts, which I thought was wonderful. And so overall, an okay, but maybe let's not do it again. Like the performance part of that. Let's not do that again. Women directors, do that again.
Save.
Do
Nice
that
save.
again. Dano?
You guys are crushing it. So the Make or Mark initiative is really awesome. And the reason it's awesome is not just because it's like, let's get more female directors. It's actually training female directors. So on this movie, you have Jessica Harmon, who is an established director, and you have Jan K. Crystal Lowe, who was in Signed, Sealed, Delivered and wants to become a director.
I'm yours.
And so Jessica Harmon directs it, but she was mentoring Jan K. Crystal Lowe so that Jan K. can then go and direct her own movie later on. So not only is it empowering women to like do the thing that they're capable of doing, it's also training more in how to do it. That is awesome. The fact that Ashley Williams is in charge of that is awesome. That is all great. Movie kind of womps. Not a great movie. Tamara singing is the highlight of this movie. Them performing, weird doesn't begin to cover it. I wish, there's this great like message in this movie about moms giving up all of their personal identity and their dreams and whatever to be a wife and a mother, and how that's just not only is it not healthy, it's not right, it's not equal, it's not good. And the fact that Tamara learns that and is like, you know what, like I have to do something for me, is a really, really cool thing. And for her daughter to get to see that is a really, really cool thing. But every time that one of them's singing and one of them dancing, and that is a lot of this movie. A lot of this movie is one of them singing, one of them dancing. It's weird. The competition is weird. It feels like they didn't put a lot of effort into that part of this movie at all. And that's unfortunate because the message is good. The Make or Mark program is good. I think it really will be beneficial in the future. movie is not great, unfortunately. So sorry to everyone.
Sorry to everybody. It would be like us doing a podcast and then also bringing on a mime, like just to like spice it up a little bit. That would be unsettling, right?
Yeah,
no one's
Dave
distracted by that.
Dave is upset. He's here.
Dave,
He's in his mime gear. He looks like he's in a glass. Is that a glass case you're doing?
Of course.
That's what you're doing?
Of emotion.
He's emotion. Yeah, he's crying. Yeah, I see that.
grab the drill.
That's
Drill
all right.
out.
Yeah,
drill
yeah,
out.
yeah. Go on,
Take a
drill.
big
You
step
drill
on
out. Yeah,
over.
yeah. Just climb on it.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
funny.
Dave,
That's
Dave,
funny.
Dave,
That's funny.
Dave,
That's funny.
Dave.
Dave. He did the thing where he pulls the
Yep.
rope and he goes off.
Bye, Dave.
Yeah, good job, buddy. Nope,
He's
don't
walking
go
down
back.
those
No, no, no.
stairs.
Oh, that's good though.
Oh no, he
good.
fell.
That's
He's
a
okay.
it's a real drill he has in his hand. I don't.
Silent though,
Yeah,
which is
that's crazy.
It's wild. Let's get to the feels, Brian.
yeah. Maddie, is it
you can
Finocchio?
mess this up.
Finocchio?
Yeah.
His last name.
Matty Finocchio.
Finocchio.
Yes.
It's good to see him again.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
When he popped up, I don't
For
know.
sure.
All of a sudden, seeing him in all these movies, maybe it's he's just been around like in the background in a lot of these movies, and seeing him pop up now is sort of a treat for me. I don't know.
My feels are the same.
Yeah.
Matty Finocchio is the only supporting actor that I know of that consistently is trying a new character
Always
every
different.
time.
Every time.
he's on a movie.
It's so great.
And it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Like his character is a wait what for sure in this movie.
Oh, yeah.
But he's
Everything.
killing it.
Yeah. No, he was like the single,
Yeah.
not the single, but the strongest source of humor, which
He's
I think
great.
is the point.
He's great. And every time he's in a movie, I feel like
Yeah.
the movie is better for it.
Yeah, he's
so
trying
thumbs up to
stuff.
him
Yeah,
for
he-
sure.
so
I
he
mean,
was
he's
great.
hosting a show full lounge. He's just
Yeah.
like in lounging
Right,
and
lounging
just
over
it's a
there.
hoot.
And
It's
when
a
he
hoot.
showed up with the director's chair at her house and just sat down, like set up shop, and he's popping, that was just really well done. I thought that injection of humor was really funny, really well done. I don't think they could have done that better. And he's probably the perfect guy for that role. So I don't know. That got my feels. In addition, the mom obviously coming out and being able to do what she's been missing out on for so long. The two of them for themselves, doing things for themselves. Obviously, you feel that. Like I'm in the same mindset where I'm like, I don't expect my wife to handle certain things in a certain arena and me to do things in another arena. I want her to have things in her life going on, and so to see that kind of unfolds is great. So that's a good feels, obviously.
I really like the music, and I would like to start pushing for Tamara to put out an album.
love that.
Tamara album. That's what I'm
love
hoping
that.
for. Dan, you already got to your
Already got to
Finocchio's,
mine.
your feels. Let's take a quick break. We'll come back, and we'll get to the wait, what, and the what, the Hallmark here on.
Deck the Hallmark.
Mark.
Go get in the box,
Dave.
Get in the box,
Dave.
Hello, everybody. It is great to be back here on this program.
That we like to call.
That we
Deck the
like to call
Hallmark.
Deck the Hallmark.
Yes.
Really quickly, Rig, I understand that you bought a cassette player.
Yeah, you haven't heard of the movie We Bought a Zoo?
Yes.
Yeah, that's me. I bought a cassette.
Okay, is that it?
You got it.
Okay, thank you. Brian, let's start with you. Let's
It's
wait.
a
What?
good one, though. It's a good cassette. It's
What
got some
kind-
real humdingers on
What kind
it.
of cassette player
My
is
pants.
it? Okay.
Okay.
Aaron, we don't need to do that again. You don't need to hand me a
that's
piece
right.
of paper every time Rig has something to say. I didn't.
Rig.
Aaron handed me a piece of paper
and
that
it
just
just
said
says-
Rig cassette.
I
Yeah,
was wondering where he put the cassette, but
that's right.
Trey said it was part of your
That's true.
contract.
Yeah, and very well
Trey said
maybe.
When Rig hands you a piece of paper, you have
That's
to
right.
give it to
Yeah,
Brian.
that's how I understood it.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
give someone my job.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give her my job.
That's Trace's last contract she wrote out on the way out the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I'm back, baby.
what's stronger
Are
than
you?
iron?
Yeah, you guys brought me on as Beans Girl.
Beans girl?
Yes.
What does that mean?
I make beans.
Are you singing that?
No, I'm explaining it. I make beans. I eat beans. I bring you beans.
Okay, great. We will.
I count beans.
Yep. Be very, very helpful in the future.
I
Trace.
watch Even Stevens, but only the parts with beans.
Okay.
That's a character.
As Shia LaBeouf.
No.
Shia LaBeouf's in that show.
Yes.
Okay.
He's even. He's Steven. What's his name on that show, Aaron?
You don't know either.
Oh my gosh.
You guys.
The two of you together, huh?
I mean, man.
I can tell you that Ren is the sister and Don
Yeah.
is the older brother.
Right. And Beans Aaron Garen's the neighbor.
He's the neighbor.
Yeah.
And then
All right.
there is Shia.
There's Shia. He's even. His name's Even.
Okay. Great.
Brian, what you got, bud?
Yeah.
Got any wait what's?
Yeah, I got a few.
And
Yeah.
don't start with the women.
Right, of course. Of
Got
course.
it. Good.
Just delete this here. No, the big thing, and I feel like when it happened, I'm like, duh. Like, we're going to have a field day with this.
Lewis Stevens.
There it is.
Thank you, Kathy.
Robert Louis Stevenson.
A home-cooked meal for coworkers over a restaurant a night out?
No way.
Get out of here.
There is
Are you
no
kidding
world.
me?
The
No.
day of.
Yes. Oh, just have
No
them come
way.
over. No way. No, not interested. Not even. I'm sure she's a great cook. Like, even still, like, no. Like, just go out to
Go
dinner.
out to dinner.
Are you kidding me?
Exactly.
And when they first get to the dance class with RJ, he's just sort of like orchestrating with his words and not
He's not
dancing.
No,
or
there's no
leading.
instruction.
Yeah, so I'm
Yeah.
wondering, like, is he the instructor? Is he like, does he even dance? Eventually we do see him dance,
That's
which
right.
okay, phew,
Yeah, thank
good
goodness.
thing, yeah. But I was confused there. When you expect to make partner, like you're expecting to get the call, get tapped on the shoulder, and you make like an audibly like, hey, you invite your boss to your kid's recital instead for like the big talk. It
Yeah.
was a weird spot. For that
Also,
to
just
happen.
weird in general that they're like, this is going to win it over. They may be on
Yeah.
the fence about partner, but you know what's going to knock it
Yep.
out of the park?
Yep.
If they have to come sit through my daughter's dance
That's right.
recital.
We'll reserve a couple extra seats and
Yeah.
so that's
There's no way I'm not partner now.
So that's a weird place for that to happen. And just the the snow and like the cold breath was just a weird thing to
We
see.
got to talk about that for a while.
May.
Could we?
It's
May.
May.
Yeah.
May 27th.
Yeah.
But we have a couple things happening. There's snow everywhere.
Everywhere.
And the kids
Freezing.
playing baseball.
Mid-baseball season.
So one of these things doesn't work.
That's right. Yeah.
It
Even
can't
in New
be
York.
May 27th
Even
in
in New
New
York.
York City,
I mean-
baseball season, and snow everywhere.
Right. You get late storms, but it's not going to be on the
There's
ground.
ice,
It's-
just like inches of
yeah,
ice over there.
It doesn't make sense.
No.
So that threw me off. a
Yeah,
little
that was
bit. And
bad.
it took me a while to realize too, because I'm like, wait a second. Are we
Yeah.
like this shouldn't be
The
happening.
baseball,
right?
I thought everything was taking place in February, and then they said, sorry, Bobby had a baseball game, and I was like, what
Yeah.
kind of baseball game?
Yeah.
did
I
we
just
have?
don't know why not just pivot? Like why when you show up to set New York City and you realize, hey, there's snow and it's cold. Let's just do this is an easy pivot.
February.
We'll make it February and Johnny will be playing basketball.
Easy.
Like that's like
Easy.
because it's just it's confusing. It's
and they do play
distracting as a
basketball,
viewer.
right?
They play basketball in the
they
movie.
do it anyway. So
Kind of.
I mean, yeah. And the last one was just Claire's living room setup. She sort of had like her TV on the wall and her couch like perpendicular from it. So you're sitting on the couch and you have to turn to the left
know what?
to watch the TV.
Now that you say it out loud, it is a terrible living room setup.
yeah.
When
Thank
you said it the first time, I was like, what's this guy's
Yeah.
problem? No, I never.
Yeah.
Never.
Very
You're 100%
uncomfortable.
right.
Very uncomfortable. That's it. Other than that, great.
Airtight.
Great stuff.
Let's talk about Claire's boo thing, who lives on her stoop.
That is the weirdest thing of all time.
He's always there, literally always there. I am convinced he lives on her stoop. I'm convinced that he's just said, you know what, this is easier. If I'm gonna try to be here every morning, I might as well sleep here too. Like it's just easier for everyone if I'm just here on the stoop.
Do they ever leave the house and he's not on the stoop?
I don't think so. I don't think so. In or around the stoop area.
He's on the
RJ
stoop again.
RJ runs a dance studio where you can come in, you can join his class, but you better pick it up. You better, because
right.
they have a full choreographed routine that the class does. And if you're new, just watch,
to figure
just
it out.
figure it
Yeah.
out. This
Yeah.
is, it doesn't matter if you're a new dancer or you've been dancing for 20 plus years. You are welcome to this class. Just figure it out. That's RJ's whole model here is just figure it out. All right. Claire's son, Claire's son writes a letter to Walford.
Wait, I can't. This is tough. This is tough sledding here.
and-
Wait for this.
He starts with a line that says, I know a woman made a man out of me.
Thank you.
And what if
forgot
I
about
told
this.
you that line is about his mom?
Yeah. That's good stuff.
I don't know.
I forgot about this.
Made me uncomfortable, but maybe that's just me. Maybe my
It
mind's in the gutter.
wasn't just
Not
you.
just you.
Why on the stage at the finals are the Dream Moms so far away from everybody else?
Oh my gosh.
We'll get these two over here. We'll get the host right here. Dream Moms, take it about a mile or two up the road. That's right. Like, just stay far away. We don't want any part of this. And last but not least, there's a woman who shows up out of nowhere after they've lost, just ducks into the frame with champagne on a tray and walks away. And I got a hoot out of that person. Champagne, thank you.
Would love to have that around. That'd be
Dano?
fantastic. RJ, the dance instructor, decides to share his life story with a stranger the first time we meet him. And it's one of my favorite scenes. She comes in the door and he's like, "You're in the wrong place. You better get out of here." And you're like, "That's the end of that." And he's like, "Or you can sign up for dance lessons." And you're like, "All right, that's the end of it." He's like, "The schedule's up for the next 3 months." You're like, "Well, that's definitely." It's like, "And after that, I'm not sure if I'm going to be around here." And you're like, "That's got to be." It's like, "Because I'm going to go bankrupt if people don't show up for these classes." You have just met her, RJ. She does not need nor want all of this information. Like, either you're mad at her for coming in during practice, or you're trying to ask for a handout. It can't be both of those things. That was a tough one. They are competing, and RJ and Tamara and the other one are competing, and they're going to split the prize money 3 ways, and it is for the hefty sum of $100,000, which after taxes divided 3 ways, you're probably taking home $18,000. Which, look, that's a lot of money. Yeah. But if you're trying to send your kid to prep school, that is not even going to scratch it. It's not even going to come close to getting your kid into prep school over the next 4 years, not even on your best day. They make a point of her talking about how clean Tamara's house is, which it is. It is spotless. But then we go over to, what's the other one? Claire. We go to Claire's house, and it's supposed to be like a mess, I guess, and it is also spotless.
Yeah, offensive.
Like,
to
just
people who
like
have
there's
messy
one
houses.
bowl out that's clean, and you're like, "This is a pigsty."
All the cereal is in those glass containers. Like,
Yeah.
Nicely organized.
Yeah, are you kidding me?
You guys, it wasn't embarrassing to see Claire's house.
Well, yeah.
Like, it's not, I mean, like,
Made me
I
feel
go
terrible.
home and, I mean, come on. Yeah, Claire.
You know how in all our houses, everything has a place?
Yeah,
It sure
it's all
does.
just perfect.
You don't ever take something and just go, the couch.
Put it here until I can find a place for it.
You know how it is.
normal stuff. Yeah. No. Very, very similar. I want to be clear. The crux of this is that her daughter has a thing on May 27th, and she has a thing on May 27th, and she needs to go to, that's why we're here. She needs to go to her daughter's thing because her husband's boss will be there,
That's right.
and he may make partner, and she can't do both things. Cannot do it. And then she decides she's going to do something for her, which is great. So she shows up right before the performance. Is everyone with me so far?
Yeah.
And she performs. And then we see that her whole family has been there for the performance,
They made it just in time.
which begs the question, if they could make hers, they weren't at the same time, because she literally was at the house with them until right before she leaves, and she barely makes the performance.
Here's the only way that it could work out realistically. Let's say they're both at 3:00. The daughter shows up. She's first. She does her dance, and she's like, "Yes, strike of luck. I was first. I'll go next.
Strike of luck.
I'll
And
go.
it's next
I'll
door.
go next door.
Next door.
Next door. Dream
Yes.
Moms is last. We're good to go.
Right.
Good to go there.
Good to go.
timing.
We're good to go there.
Because if not, you guys know New York and how
Yeah.
fast
Oh,
it
there's
is to
just
get
no
around.
way.
It's just willy nilly.
In the snow, forget it.
I did take offense to them saying they have a few weeks until the thing. I just took offense to that. Like we are so conditioned in the Hallmark universe to hear that the party starts in 48 hours or 3 days or Christmas is in a week. And we eye roll at the idea that there's no way you could put this together in 3 days. And in this, they almost have the choreography down, and they're like, "Guys, we've only got a few weeks." What is that? A month? 2 months? How long is, you've got a long time.
Yeah.
You've got a long time to perform one song. That is a long, long time. You have more time than you could ever need. Get it together. And then lastly, when they're shooting ball, Stoop guy takes the kid over to shoot basketball and talk to him about life. Behind them while they're shooting, there are some dudes on the other end of the court who they clearly wanted someone to be in there, but they did not know what to do with them. And they wouldn't let them shoot the basketball.
Right.
I guess because they didn't want to take a chance the ball like rolling into the shot. I don't know why. And so they are stretching for that whole scene. They're like doing like
you can never be too loose, man. You can never be too loose.
They're getting stupid loose down there. They are stretching every possible stretch they can imagine, and it is hysterical.
At one point, they're just rolling the ball to each other.
Roll like it is like they're going above and beyond to not do anything basketball related.
The game is in your head.
It's
more
right
than
here.
anything.
Yeah. And so that was something. Yeah. That's all I got.
It's time for What the Hallmarks, where we wonder what could have been, maybe helping us in clarity the questions that we still have. Brian, what are you still wondering about, bud?
Oh, Stoop guy was Sam. That was his name.
Great.
In the movie. And I thought I liked him.
He's in
aside
everything,
from
man.
the
Sam Swell.
Yeah, he was great.
Aside from,
Him not
his,
having a house?
his
Yeah.
living arrangement.
I mean, did you see her place though? I mean, not everybody can afford those.
Yeah.
That's true.
She definitely has space for him.
When Claire first walked outside, like the first time I think that we meet Sam on the stoop, did she have a dog?
She
I feel
did
like
have a
there
dog.
was a dog.
I think she
yes.
had a dog that
Sure.
we just never saw again, right?
Yeah, that's how. Yeah,
You see the dog
the
twice.
dog
that's how
twice.
dogs. That's how dogs are. You know, you don't see them
Sure,
for days.
yeah,
on
yeah,
end.
just
Yeah.
take off. So I'm just wondering what the heck happened to that poor little pup. Like, where's
Yeah.
that dog?
It's a good
What's
question.
going on here?
Good
'cause
question.
we got to the end. I'm like, where's that dog? That
Yeah.
thing should be here. So that was kind of it. Like, where's that dog?
Where's that dog? It's a good one.
Let me just ask you guys this. What's Mark's boss's deal?
It's all about family.
And who do you think you are for when you show up at a recital and you're like, hey, where's your wife? Oh, she's actually she's in the finals of a TV competition. And his response is, that's weird.
Mm-hmm.
How do we know that? Because Mark says it.
Yep.
Mark, she's like, hey, how do you take it that I wasn't there? And he was like, he thought it was kind of weird.
I thought it was weird.
He thought it was weird.
He thought
He
it was
thought
weird.
it was
You weren't
weird.
there.
Yeah.
Not that he was there.
Right.
He thought it was weird
You weren't there.
that you didn't skip out on the $100,000 TV competition finale. He thought that was weird. I don't know. I think you're weird.
Yes.
And maybe stay out of it.
Yeah, maybe
What
don't-
is that guy's deal?
Yeah, why is he at a kid's recital anyway?
I
He
think
should have
he
just
got
said no
invited or
thanks.
something.
Yeah,
I
he
don't-
did, but just
Yeah.
say no thanks.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
get out of here.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
Yes. Oh, I think I got literally anything else.
I'll
right.
talk
It
to you in the
is
office
To
tomorrow.
go to a
It is-
recital of a kid that's not mine.
Right.
What time is that? Busy.
busy o'clock.
during that
I'll see
time.
you at work.
Yeah.
Oh, your wife's in a TV competition. Freaking weird.
They
Weird
still
that
do those?
she wouldn't show up and I would. To
So
this.
weird.
Yeah.
That is weird.
weird.
That is.
That is weird.
is weird.
If his point is it's weird that I'm here
I'm
and
here
she's
and
not,
she's not, then
I
yes.
guess that's fair.
Sure.
Yeah.
I guess that's fair. Dan?
I'd love more information on this indoor-outdoor basketball skate park garage
Yep.
that we have in this movie. And I say that because that is what it is.
Yeah.
They did not make it that. This is some sort of venue that is a garage.
Yep.
And outside of the garage, there are basketball courts because people are shooting basketball outside. Inside of the garage, there are basketball courts.
court.
And there are also skate ramps everywhere. So this is a place that you can park large vehicles, play basketball on numerous courts, indoor, outdoor, or skate. And I would love
I
to
don't
know-
hate this place.
I know.
think it's a
I
good
just
idea.
want to know where it is. I would love to have some more information about this indoor-outdoor basketball skate park garage that we used in this movie because I was fascinated the whole time at this venue. Very
We
very
get a
interested
good
in
look
it.
at every nook and cranny of this place because of how long that scene
Yeah,
is.
yeah, that scene is long. It's a really long
We couldn't
scene.
help but take notes.
And they are
As
stretching
they're
like
stretching.
crazy during that scene.
They're stretching.
So, yeah.
They can't get on their skateboards and
Nothing
play
they can do
basketball
about it.
unless
Yeah.
they
Switch
stretch.
between those.
Yeah, of course.
We did, everybody. Congratulations. It is Tuesday, which means it's double decker of the week time. So we do a deep dive into somebody who has signed up for Rainbow Gym Plus. Panda's right at the door. You got to walk around.
Get around, Dave.
Around that
You gotta
glass
get
case,
around,
yeah.
Dave.
Don't
Yeah.
get stuck
You
in
got
it.
to
Don't worry
bang
about- yeah,
bang
yeah.
through the glass. Play the intro music. Maybe he'll be here.
Double decker of the week.
Oh my gosh. Man, it feels like we've been here for a little bit, but you just got here.
Yeah, I know
You
it.
just got here.
Wow.
Yeah, guys, just popped over.
Just pop right on over.
Well, let's get into it. Double Decker of the Week. You guys know it by now.
Maybe you've been listening to these for a while and go, how do I get involved with this? Well, you go to BrambleJamPlus.com. You sign up for the Deck the Hallmark or higher or double decker tier, I believe is what we call it these days. And you, once you're a double decker or all access member, you get a double decker of the week by Panda. If you don't know who he is, do your research.
Yeah, why don't you read a book sometime?
Because he does his research. He reads the books.
You know what? You could read a book and find out all about them. I'll be home for Christmas movies.
Good. Or when's it going to be Christmas again either? Buy it on Amazon.
He's not in. He didn't.
No, I
help
didn't.
him.
I had nothing to do with
Oh,
that.
my bad. My bad.
Yeah.
We could add a
saying
page. We could add a page.
What would that page be?
Second edition.
I read the book, Panda. When's it going to be Christmas
I
again?
pop on over. I'm like, hey!
We should put him at the dinner table. What do we get? Your in-laws in that deal?
I don't know all of who's.
I assume you did.
I
don't
didn't
know
know.
who was in there.
No.
So those are just randos.
Randos.
We learned something new today.
It
The
changes-
double decker of the week this week is Leanna Woodley.
Oh!
Leanna Woodley.
This
Come on
week,
down.
we're doing that now.
I can't believe
We're
it.
doing that now, right now.
Yeah. That's
Panda,
fun.
what's the Woodley do?
Oh my goodness, what doesn't she do? First of all,
Fair.
top,
That's
of,
fair.
top
Yeah.
of the line, just the best. But right now, she's maneuvering into a new field. Good for her. The
Yeah.
legal food area.
The legal food area.
Yeah, legal food
Now,
area.
last week we did talk about
food lawyer.
ambushed.
Right.
They probably need a good
They
food
did.
lawyer.
Good food
And-
lawyer.
and I
Did they
think
go to Leanne?
Yeah.
you would. She's the best in
Woodley.
the business with.
Yeah.
And so-
Is it Law and Order?
No.
Okay. Just figured I'd throw it out there.
That's a dumb name.
I'm sorry, man. Go ahead.
It's called non-disclosure.
Like the Indian bread.
Yeah.
One.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have to be
Law and
careful
Order
here.
better.
But I will say,
Yeah.
I don't hate this idea. How often do people need food lawyers?
Probably more than you think.
What are some examples?
Food
Why
lawyers
is
think-
it called non-disclosure? Is it just about non? Or is it any, like, why is it called that?
Well, because they don't disclose it.
You would
Like,
not.
if you're a lawyer and you have a client, they need to disclose all the information.
No,
Not in this case.
Sorry,
You
I'm
signed an
stupid,
NDA.
guys.
You signed an NDA.
Non-disclosure.
Non-disclosure agreement.
But what's fun about it is it's actually printed on non bread, which
Yes.
is fun.
Wow, that's when you know it's real and serious.
Laser right on there.
Yeah,
Well,
right on there.
It's not just a gimmick, though.
No,
From
it's
best I found out.
We actually have a commercial of their lawyer.
Do we really? I cannot wait to hear
We
this
actually
lawyer.
lost it in the file transfer, which is unfortunate. I was really looking forward to it. It was very well done. And
Classy.
it was classy. It was well done. It was just beautiful.
It was everything-
But we lost
It was
it.
everything. You
I hate
lost
that we
it. It was
lost
everything you wanted it to be and nothing you didn't.
That's exactly right. It was the type of commercial that no one would have a problem with, and we lost it.
Oh my goodness.
And
Thanks, Aaron.
I hate that. Fantastic. We'll be back next time. You boys take it. Oh, thanks, Panda. We'll be back next time with another. Until then, maybe the first to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Deck the Hallmark's a Bramble Jam podcast. It's produced by Aaron Shea. For more information on Deck the Hallmark, you can go to deckthehallmark.com. For more information on the Deck the Hallmark family, you can go to bramblejamplus.com. Deck the Hallmark is presented by Philo TV. For a free trial of Philo, go to philo.tv/DTH.